Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Alabama's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First carry of the season for this transfer. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field, because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face and makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Throwing Russell. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
Here's a little room there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Touchdown, Bama! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Play action, here's Manning. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Russell. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
He slides that just inside the right upright. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Backs looking for the goal line.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got no one to blame but themselves for making it a little tougher with the false start. 3rd and goal. Keelan Russell. He wants it all. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They feed him again. Powers through the defender. There's some room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Longhorn. Once he got some room, it was over. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far.
Number 96, set to kick it over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go play action with Russell. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now here's Russell. Fires to the middle. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The run inside. It's Brown. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. He's got 93 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Longhorn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll try the run. Turning it on! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson.
Lots of room to run. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Russell. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Keelan Russell. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fitted in the window for the score. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt. Defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Here we go. Ready. Go. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Throwing Russell. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. From the gun to give, looking for room. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback keeps it. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Russell. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Dropping back, it's Manning. He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Calls his own number. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop. And how about that spin move? Turn that into an 8-yard gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just
got a little grass. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the 2nd half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now.
Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown time! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give to Brown. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Manning. Back open in the middle. Makes a grab and room to run. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Manning. The screen, he can go. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback making adjustments. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. It's a fumble. Finding some room. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's Arts to throw. Still looking on the move. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Leaves it with the back. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra day.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing Manning. Using his feet to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here's Manning to throw. Here's a heat. Looking for a huge play. He's got it way down the field. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Back to pass. It's Manning. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes that Alabama offense. And Man, as this offense seized control of this game with the last couple of drives, and they'll try to keep it going here and put it away. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Running inside. It's Riley. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Russell. They're working that left side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Rushes on him. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.